Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultan Oman Television. First, the headlines. Is signed by His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Said, presides over the conclusion ceremony of Tanfeed program workshops. The foundation stone of the first refinery for producing sebacic acid is laid in Dukhan. The Sultan ranks first Arab-wise in the business performance indicator of the World Bank. The Sultan celebrates Omani Youth Day, which falls on 26th of October every year. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said sent a cable of greetings to President Gurban Guli Muhammadov of the Republic of Turkmenistan on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Majesty the Sultan received a cable of thanks from King Felipe VI of the Kingdom of Spain in reply to His Majesty's greetings cable on the occasion of his country's National Day. Delegated by His Majesty Sultan Qaboos, His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Said patronized today over the closing ceremony of the second stage of the National Program for Enhancing Economic Diversification, Tanfeed, at the new Oman Convention and Exhibition Center in Muscat. Tanfeed is a national initiative carried out as part of the 9th Five-Year Development Plan 2016-2020 in collaboration with the Malaysian government's Performance Management and Delivery Unit. The targeted sectors are manufacturing, tourism, transport and logistics, mining and fisheries. The program will focus on raising the contribution of these sectors to the Sultan's gross domestic product, increasing investment in the sectors and creating more job opportunities. The second stage covered the mining and fisheries sectors. The labs examined financial issues through two work streams. Firstly, boosting government revenues through efficient spending and finding new sources of income. And secondly, looking for new sources and mechanisms to finance projects through maximizing the private sector role. Within the good brotherly relations between the Sultan and the United Arab Emirates, and in pursuit of both countries to develop and enhance them, His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Deputy Prime Minister, Minister of Presidential Affairs in UAE, and the Chairman of Omani Emirates Joint Higher Committee, arrived in the Sultan this afternoon for a two-day visit. His Highness and his accompanied members of the delegation were received by His Excellency Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan of the Royal Court and the Chairman of Omani side at the Omani Emirates Joint Higher Committee. They were also received by His Excellency Darwish bin Ismail Al Blushi, Minister responsible for Financial Affairs, His Excellency Dr. Ali bin Masoud Al Sinaidi, Minister of Commerce and Industry, His Excellency Dr. Khamis bin Saif Al Jabri, Chairman of Implementation Support Unit, and His Excellency Dr. Khalid bin Saeed Al Jaradi, Sultan's accredited ambassador to the United Arab Emirates. Both sides will discuss means of activating joint cooperation and coordination in serving mutual interests and their people. His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan was accompanied by a number of their excellencies, ministers, chairmen of security and economy authorities. The Sultan and the United Arab Emirates signed today a cooperation agreement on international road transport of passengers and goods during works of the Omani UAE Joint Higher Committee held in Al Bustan Palace Hotel in Muscat. The two sides discussed ways of boosting cooperation in the fields of joint interest related to economic and trading aspects in order to serve the interests of the two countries. The Omani side was presided over by His Excellency Sayyid Khalid bin Hilal Al Busaidi, Minister of the Diwan al Royal Court, and the UAE side by His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Zayed Al Nahyan, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Presidency Affairs, with the participation of the Excellencies officials and specialists from the two sides. The Special Economic Zone in Duqm celebrated laying the foundation stone of the first refinery in the Middle East to producing sebacic acid, which enters in chemical of plastic and drugs industries. The first phase of the refinery will be built at a cost of 24 million Omani Riyals and will be constructed at the areas of 400,000 square meters and will provide more than 700 job opportunities for the citizens. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Yahya bin Said Al Jabri, Chairman of the Special Economic Zone Authority in Duqm. The economic zone in Duqm attracts many local and foreign investors in establishing a number of industrial, commercial, touristic and logistic projects which achieve the Sultan's goals in enhancing economic diversification and uplift development progress. The landscaping works for the Chinese industrial city in Duqm have started. This was clarified by His Excellency Yahya bin Said Al Jabri, Chairman of the Special Economic Zone Authority in Duqm, in a statement for the Sultanate of Oman Radio and Television, who pointed out that the project of oil refinery in Duqm achieved advanced stages. The Sultanate ranked first position Arab-wise in the business performance indicator in appreciation for the efforts exerted by the government to improve the business environment in the current year, according to the report published by the World Bank. The Sultanate obtained the 60th position globally in the indicator, which includes 190 countries, advancing 3 times from its previous rank last year. It also obtained 12th position internationally in taxes payment index and access to credit, 60th in contracts enforcement, 32nd in business activity sub-index, and 52nd in extraction of construction licenses. Still to come, a news bulletin. The prosthetic and orthotic department at Khola Hospital launched the latest prosthesis device for 13 patients. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. Lieutenant General Ahmed bin Harith Al-Nabhani, Chief of Staff of the Sultan's Armed Forces, received today Major General Stuart Skitz, UK Standing Joint Force Commander, and his accompanied delegation currently visiting the Sultanate. During the meeting, they exchanged viewpoints and discussed several matters of common concern. The National Youth Commission organized a ceremony at the Cultural Center in the Wilaya of Nizwa to mark the Omani Youth Day, which is celebrated by the Sultan each year with the blessings of His Majesty Sultan Qaboos bin Said. A youth forum was also held in Governorate of North Sharqiya and in Governance of Al-Brahimi to mark this day. Oman Youth Day is celebrated as youth's generation on whom the future and the present of the nation. The generation are taken care by the royal directives in order to enhance their abilities and develop their expertise on whom Oman relies, assigning them with the task of preserving the land, heritage, civilization, and achievements. Installing electronic meters on taxis in the Sultanate became important to save the right of both passengers and taxi drivers. Muscat International Airport taxis is a good model for using electronic meters, which helped in organizing transportation inside and outside the governorates of Muscat, with the fares approved by bodies concerned. The electronic meters will calculate the distance precisely, which will help serving the rights of both the taxi drivers and the passengers. With the aim of strengthening cooperation and uplifting performance efficiency in the field of civil service and administrative development, the Ministry of Civil Service signed a memorandum of understanding with the General Personnel Council of the State of Palestine. Two sides agreed on encouraging cooperation in a number of fields related to civil service affairs and administrative developments like training, consultation, and exchange of organizational laws and legislations of human resources and civil service affairs. From the Omani side, the agreement was signed by His Excellency Sheikh Khalid bin Umar Al Marhoun, Minister of Civil Service, whilst from the Palestinian side it was signed by His Excellency Musa Abu Zaid, Head of the General Personnel Council. The Royal Hospital, represented by the Training and Studies Department, organized today a conference on health professions education under the theme Towards Excellence in Health Professions Education. The conference aimed at building a network of health professionals interested in promoting educational excellence in the same field, providing forum for sharing innovative ideas and educational innovations related to teaching, learning, and leading health professionals' education. It also aimed to discuss the clinical education in terms of challenges, opportunities, and best practices, as well as identifying models of excellence and creative approaches for enhancing interprofessional education. The Prosthetic and Orthotic Department at Hola Hospital launched the latest prosthesis devices for 13 patients in a contract with one of the specialized companies. The traffic accidents and the steady rising of diabetes are the two main reasons for limb amputations in various countries around the world. Limb amputation often leads the patients to introversions and social problems, and the main goal of prosthesis is rehabilitating patients and helping them to continue their lives normally.
We are so happy that is our section of prosthesis and orthotics here getting a new function for the hands and arms, and this is functioning which he use almost the natural arm, which he can use it for his functioning daily work. this is functioning, and he can recharge it in the night, and in the morning he can wear it and he can utilize it as the other hand. And this is the patients are so happy because of the new technology which they are receiving now.
Now for the general focus on the Salted, clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates, with chances of clouds accumulation of the Hajar Mountains and low clouds and fog early in the morning and late at night are expected on the governorates of South Sharqiya and Wusta. Winds will be north to northeasterly light to moderate over the coast of the Sea of Oman, while along the rest of the coast it will be south to southeasterly light to moderate, and seas will be slight along the most of the coast with a maximum wave height of 1.25 meters. This is the Sultan of Oman Television. Before we enter tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. Is signed by His Majesty the Sultan, His Highness Sayyid Haytham bin Tariq Al Saeed presides over the conclusion ceremony of Tanfidh program workshops. The landscaping works for the Chinese industrial city in Dukham is started, and the foundation stone of the first refinery for producing sebacic acid is laid in Dukham. The Sultan ranks first Arab-wise in the business performance indicator of the World Bank. And the Sultan celebrates Omani Youth Day, which falls on 26th of October every year. And with that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here in the newsroom and the studios, thanks for your time. Good night.